Robbie here from ArsenalFanTV. Now listen, this is a bit of a different video. We're playing West Ham soon, so I thought what I'd do is come on enemy territory, right? Well, actually, it's not really that bad no more. We're actually in the bowling pub down here, right next to West Ham's old ground. And once upon a time, somebody like me, an Arsenal fan, could not come in here. I used to walk past it, right? But I would have been that welcome inside here. But now that West Ham have moved to a new stadium, I could actually come in here. We've got Nicky here from ArsenalFanTV. How you doing, Nicky?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Cheers for having us.
Okay, and we've got Paul Crompton, who's the director of a film called Iron Men, right? Which is all about the West Ham move. How you doing?
Very good, thanks, Robbie.
All right, so listen, what I wanted to first of all talk about, and listen, we're in the bowling pub, as I said, which this used to be the pub for West Ham fans, wasn't it, Nicky?
Mate. This very room.
Yeah?
We used to bounce in there. You can feel the energy still in the room.
It's so associated with West Ham, and now it's like a shell.
It's disappointing to see the old place like this as well. They did try and run something from here, but I don't think it took off where they was going to take people from here up to the stadium. We promoted it a little bit on our channel. I really hoped it would have taken off, but it didn't. It didn't end up coming. It's a shame to see the old place standing next to our ground for 100 and odd years, and it saddens me to come in here.
You know what, Paul? I watched your film, even though I'm not a West Ham fan. It's a great film. And in comparison to Arsenal, I mean, you know how I felt when we moved from Highbury to the Emirates Stadium, but moving from Highbury to the Emirates Stadium, in comparison to this move, it's not that far. You know what I mean? It's just literally around the corner. And also, like, there's still things there. You can still come out of Arsenal Station. You can still walk up to where Highbury is. There's still the marble halls. You can still see one of the stands, even though I just noticed when I came down here, the ground is gone. There's nothing. They've even taken the gates. There is nothing here, really, if you're a West Ham fan. I mean, how's the move been?
There's something about West Ham, about that being sort of part of this community, that's more than other clubs. And I think in some ways it's an odd one, because you have that sort of real working class East End roots based here. You have all the tradition that surrounds that. You even have even today, 112 years after they moved here, you've got a chairman that was born on Green Street. You've got a club captain who's played for no other club and is brought up around here. There's just something about that sort of real Cockney East End base you've got here.
It's a unique, special place, Upton Park. You know, for us, it's an end of an era, end of a lifetime.
It's a bigger move, and it's a bigger story in my view, and the fans are reacted accordingly,
And like our dreams, they fade and die.
Oh, Ray, don't say that.
It's our song, babe.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
One of the things of Arsenal, we'd say, you know what, moving to this new stadium's affected our results. And people would be like, that's an excuse. But I think you can see it now in a lot of teams that move stadiums, that it does seem to have an effect on the results. It has an effect on the atmosphere, How has it affected you guys?
You can walk around these streets here, walk around these streets. It's full of houses, residents, shops, small-time traders that used to be outside, little pubs like this. You go to the London Stadium now, there's nothing within 3 miles, more or less, you know what I mean? Like, you got, because they've developed the, the Westfield complex there and all that. There's no residents, there's no tradition, there's no nothing. It's just plonked in the middle of a trading estate. They've put chain bars in, chain restaurants, chain stalls. That little old man that used to sell Olas on the corner there is not allowed near there. They won't let him near there. They want to charge him 2-3 grand a time to be plotted up there. And that's the difference. It's just a massive difference. As fans, people hate the place.
Overland and sea, brand new now. Only the last few left today now, last few left.
I've been a landmark, haven't I? People wait by the ladder. Where are you? By that geezer with the ladder. Even if they don't know my name. It's a meeting point. Where are you? By the geezer with the ladder.
Your penultimate issue over land and sea. One more to go on Tuesday and that's your lot. 27 years and we're off into the sunset.
How's it going to affect the businesses around here? I mean, the ones like you know, the pie mesh, the rib man, the pub, you know? What's the pub's going to do?
A lot of the things that Nicky said is the same thing at the Emirates, in that you feel like the soul has gone. But what do you think, any of these teams that are moving to new stadiums, what do they need to start doing?
What I learned about doing the film was actually it's not just about West Ham, it's something that everyone can tap into. It's almost like what it means to be a football fan. You know, that's throughout the film because there's a passion there and there's a belief there and there's a loyalty there that just goes beyond the normal working life and family life of ordinary people. And that's kind of in the spirit of the film, and West Ham fans brilliantly illustrate that.
It wasn't like we won every game here and we never lost here, but it was an advantage. The fans thought it was an advantage, and basically the owners turned around and said, right, we're going to take that away. Like, and what we're going to do to replace it is we're going to give the advantage on a pitch. We're going to buy really good players. We're going to buy world-class players. That was the words. We're going to buy world-class players. And people started thinking, well, although we're not as close to the action, we're not going to be rubbish anymore. We won't need to affect it because they'll have the players there to do that. And we all got sold down the river. Like, they've gone to that stadium now. I know we're only in year 2, but we're in a hell of a lot of trouble at the moment. They could have softened the blow by bringing someone big in the first season. On the back of that 7th place, nearly enough in Champions League, if they'd have turned around and said, right, do you know what, we owe these fans a lot. We owe them a lot. Let's go out and make sure we sign someone for big money, because that's what we owe the fans. We owe the fans something to cheer. But they didn't. They went and scraped the bottom of the barrel, as they used to do here, and that left everyone just turning around and, so what did we move for?
I feel your pain, mate. Nicky, thanks for coming on. I feel his pain because we've been through the same sort of thing at Arsenal, and your film captures, it brilliantly. Even though I'm not a West Ham fan, it reminds me a lot of when we made our move, and it's a topical subject right now for football fans, and that's why I thought we'd do this as a special feature. But thanks for watching. The link is in the description below.